Oh, it says we're live. Let's just check that. I guess eventually I know what I'm doing. Eventually, that is. Why is it not letting me select it? I'm on YouTube. Let's hope that this time I don't need to run off to the toilet a lot. Was it? Right, do I need to go to the studio? Does everybody else's streaming go like this, or is it just me that really struggles with it? Don't it? It's not in the studio. I only really want this for like pop out chat, because if anybody talks to me, I don't want to miss it. It just takes a sec to update. Osborne, hello. Right, let's get rid of that. Is the audio all right, Osborne? Where am I going about to read it? Because I've got my close-up glasses on. I suppose I should drag the rig in the shot and stick it on that stand. This, if you haven't seen it before, is the Bitzer Beetle. Obviously obscured by the body, and I don't know if anybody's interested. Those are my son's, or that is my son's Christmas present. He got a digger from me, and we made him like a little construction pit as well. All right, there we go. Have I got enough water? What you need and help with? Thank you, Osborne. I'm glad the audio is good. What am I needing help with? Well, it was a bit like, this is what's going on inside my head. I'm like, I'm painting a body. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to need help with, but I'm also thinking that there's an extremely good chance that I will need some help. So the body is sort of cut how it's going to stay, and I would say I'm relatively happy. Let's get my coaster. Not that you need a coaster on this table. Right. Yeah, so it's cut, and when it, look, can I sit it down there? Yeah. Right, so when it's sat, oh crap, knocking everything out of the way. I've always been clumsy. I think it's ADHD. I've got ADHD and autism. So I don't know what you think. What do you think? I really, really like the way it looks. It could have been a little bit more forward bias, but I really wanted the body behind the front tyres and the body to end without, so good departure and approach angles were possible. So yeah, that's what she looks like. And I'm building this rig. So I've got what I've got, Osborne, is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not accept any freebies from the industry, because I don't want their influence. Well, I don't want them to have any influence. Now, I've got some stuff. Looks good. Is there any rubbing? No, that's why she's quite hard trimmed there, Osborne. It does clear quite nicely. So what I'm thinking, Osborne, is I've always been mindful of no, there's no such thing as a free lunch. And like, if you go down the whole road of getting stuff for nothing, there's always a sort of implication. Is that the word I'm looking for? So they're not going to want you to moan about it. They're not going to want you to point out what you think the things are that could have been done better. I think some people tread the line very well, like Craig, maybe, from the Australian RC channel. What can't I think the name of that? RCTNT, isn't it? So, like, I feel like he's treading the line very well. I know that he does take products for free, but I also feel when watching his content that he does at least try to give you his honest opinion. Whereas there are, I'm not going to get into naming and shaming anybody, because I don't want to create drama or be part of some sort of drama, hate campaign or whatever. But I think people need to do what they need to do to pay the bills or to, finance their hobby or whatever. But the difference between those people and me is, hello, is that I'm not prepared. I wonder if I can actually adjust the camera a sec, because it's really important to me. There we go. What I'm not going to do to you guys is I'm not going to compromise the truth. I'm not going to give you a filtered version of the truth on products. So the only way you can really do that is by getting the product yourself, and then you'll be holding to nobody. Like, if channel members sent it in or channel subscribers sent it in or whatever, then you can just be brutally honest about the thing. And that is what I want to do. I've got autism and ADHD. I can't. It just does not sit with me. And I've got so sick of watching the guys, the everything is brilliant guys, creating content. Oh, this is fantastic. It's not going to sit right with me. When I did the raffle, I thought it was a great way for us to generate some funds for the channel, but even that didn't feel right. Like, somebody won and I was so chuffed that I sent 500 quid to a guy because he chose the cash prize. But if all of you that had a go, like, if you had a go, you lost money. I think you had a go. And like, yeah, it just didn't feel right. So people lost. There was a lot of losers, one winner. So I'd like to create a system on this channel that is just brutally honest. It pays its own way. So my idea is this. Let me put the camera back down and we'll crack on with doing the body while we're chatting. Yeah. Oh, there's the Joker. If you haven't seen the Joker for a little while, I've just done a little sun visor for the Joker. And there she blows. Joker's looking really good, but needs longer length. So that's going to be a job we're doing later on. Yeah. What was I saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build rigs with review parts in them. I've got the belt drive. I've got a no-name ESC. I've got what is this? This is a Surpass Outrunner. We've got the Amazon Dig Box in there. The Yippin 70 kg servo. I can already tell you that this version of it, don't buy it. This is the GX3270 BLF. The old one that's in Spidey, the Spidey here, yeah. So this version of it, buy it. Like that one. That version, can you see it? Yeah, that version, the AK-70 with the red and black anodized case. That is brilliant. That has been in this truck maybe 14, 15 months or something like that. And it's been brutalised and it's still going. But the this one, which is relatively new, they've come out with like a cheaper version, and it's just crap, absolute crap. It doesn't like the 8.4 volts. I think they've reduced its capability to 7.4. The upper part that you bolt to is now plastic, so when you bolt on it, these little wings spread, whereas on the other one it was aluminium. So definitely not recommended. Although for a lot of people this would be an okay survey, but if you're going to do it, if you are going to use this one, you have to make sure you put washers or really wide head nuts on bolts on it, because otherwise it's just going to be crap. I have ADHD and epilepsy, and I've got 2 autistic kids. I don't know whether to say congratulations or commiserations or what. What do I say? How do I respond to that? The ADHD is a blessing and a curse, I think, because it makes us creative and stuff. But my job is, my brain is running 15 jobs at once and getting 13 of them wrong, which is frustrating. And yeah, my brain skips all over the place as well, which I'm sure you're familiar with. I'm really sorry to hear about the epilepsy, because there's no jokes to be made there. That is just straight up awful. So you can't have a driving licence, can you, Osborne? If I'm not mistaken. Not that my late wife could drive, but she developed epilepsy after having a load of cosmetic surgery done. She had her jaw smashed and realigned because she didn't like the way she looked. And the truth of the matter was, she just needed to work on who she was and not her looks, because she was beautiful. All my mates were like, how the hell have you managed to get this lady to date you? And I'm just going to do that on screen, really, don't I? So, yeah, they were like, how have you managed to get this lady to date you? Because she's lovely. And she just wasn't happy with the way she looked. So then she went and had this cosmetic surgery done. Told you my brain skips all over the place. And she didn't need it. And when she come home, she was diagnosed with severe epilepsy, and she started having fits all the time. So as long as you take your medication, you can. I thank goodness for that, because, you know, losing the ability to be able to drive a car as well, that would be awful. I can see a couple of people out there lurking. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're new here, my name's Dwight. This is the RC family, and today we're working on the Bitzer Beetle. Yeah, so I come back from walking the dog and I needed a wee, so I was trying to hand her the lead, and she was just staring at me blankly. And I was like, what's wrong with you? I need a wee, come on, get the lead. And with that, she fell over and smashed her head on a plug socket and started fitting. And it was incredibly awful. I was terrified. I thought she was dying. And it wasn't a great deal of time after that she sadly passed away. And she had a huge epileptic fit. Hello, Sam. Or should I say yo, Sam? Oh, no, I've said it before, Sam, but whenever you say yo and your name's Sam, I just think of Yosemite Sam, the old cartoon dude, if anybody remembers him. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I really feel honoured that people even like pop in to say hello here, and stop by just to get into the shenanigans. Right, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to mask off on this. As you noticed, I'm painting on the outside, or if you haven't noticed, I need to make sure I'm on the camera there, don't wonder if I zoom out, will that be better? Let's zoom out a little bit. Or is it? Oh, no, that ain't it. Right, let's try to do this on the camera. I've just got to make sure that I don't show my great big shelf of butt plugs off. Here we go. Oh, will it? It won't let me do it while I'm streaming. Oh, that's annoying. All right. So we'll just stick with it the way it is then. Someone say butt plugs. Perfect. Got him on my truck, have you? Love it. Love it. I've done some more stickers on the Joker since all of you guys saw him last time. Sorry if I keep getting this up. You've already seen it, but yeah, I've done a load more stickers on the Joker now. I've got some really, really nice stickers off of AliExpress. I meant to put all this in the description before I start streaming. The old Joker looking through the back window, just like we did on Spidey. And for this is a pre-painted body, by the way. These bodies are for the FTX Texan or RGT Cruiser. You can buy them ready painted, trim them up, fit them, bang, and then whack a few stickers on. And I don't think the Joker looks too bad. I love this green. And we've just done the visor for the Joker. If anybody wants any of my 3D files, by the way, just pop me an email. Tell me which 3D printed file you want a version of. And they're free. I don't want any money for them. Although we are going to be selling the trucks. So I don't know if I finished my thought earlier. This has got a servo, really cheap AliExpress axles, Revolt inserts, Deepwood 2.2s, a Turnigy battery. This is a Turnigy Bolt battery. We've got drive shafts we haven't used before. We've got a set of D-links under there. These aren't the ones that I make. These are D-links, so we're testing them. What else is in here? A Surpass motor and a no-name ESC, just an AM32 ESC that was super cheap. So this is called the Bitzer Beetle. Hello, Neil. Welcome on. Welcome on indeed. I hope you're having a good day, Neil. Thank you very much for dropping in to see me. 6 people. This might be a record for me. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so this vehicle is the Bitzer Beetle because it's just bits. We've got a set of the what do we call it? What do we call this paint job on these shops? This anodizing with the oil slick, isn't it? So this is the oil slick anodized Chavtex with the drop link on the top of them so that you can get them lower. The Bitzer Beetle is going to review all of these cheap parts, and then so that I don't have to accept bribes from the industry in the form of free product and all the rest of it, I'm going to be selling these. I'm going to be auctioning them off, and then anybody that really likes the vehicle can just buy it. And that way, I was doing the raffles before it, but it just didn't feel right. It didn't sit well with me. It was amazing being able to give £500 cash to somebody who won, but it really didn't feel good that a lot of people, and this is why Mr. Canyon doesn't do it. I didn't understand why Crawler Canyon wouldn't do it. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. It won't feel right. And then after my first raffle finished, I could see exactly what he meant. It just didn't feel right. Because, you know, somebody won, but then lots and lots of people had donated, or not donated, they paid money into the channel for a chance to win and then didn't win. So I think the best thing for everybody, including my sense of right and wrong and my conscience, if you like, is for us, we will do an auction. So after I've finished reviewing the things that are in this vehicle, which will be, I think, will be a group of videos instead of, because it'll be difficult to, I'm terrible at this. It'll be difficult to to organise it in a single video. Like, people won't want to watch a multiple review video. So this vehicle will do a review on the belt and the motor. I might do the belt and the motor in one video and the ESC, but then it'll be the servo in a separate one, the axles in a separate one. And then when I've done all of the reviews, the honest reviews, because it was funded by people who buy the rigs and you know, by me buying the stuff in the first place. Oh, this one isn't brilliant. Yeah, and then someone, that way people get to have one of the vehicles that's been created in the RC family, or at the RC family, and I don't feel bad for taking money off of anyone because they're getting a rig out of it. And anybody else that was, are you spraying outside? Yeah, anybody, sorry, I'll answer that in a second. I've got to finish my thought because my brain just skips about otherwise. Yeah, anybody that's bidded and not won, it's cost them nothing. And then anybody that bid and won, but you know, they pay for the rig, they get the rig. And the rigs are going to start at what it cost me. So worst case scenario, I get the money back that I've laid out, and then I can invest that in more stuff that I can honestly review for the community. Right, Neil, am I going to spray outside? No, because it's bloody freezing, Neil. I will be spraying in my little workshop here, and then after spraying, I'll be venting the room and getting rid of it all outside. Ah, sorry, I've answered the wrong question. Yes, I am spraying outside, which is good because otherwise I've just cocked all the windows masked up. Yeah, I'm going to be spraying outside. So we've got, this will be my first on the outside spray job. We've got some like Rust-Oleum type stuff, which is going to go down as a base coat, and then I haven't got it here. So this is like a purple satin, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to get used. I've got a few paints behind me. Let me just grab them. This is what I'm actually thinking of using. I love this colour. This is like a, well, neon yellow, but it comes out, it actually, well, it comes out that colour. That's come up really well on the screen. So provided your monitors are calibrated or your phones are calibrated, yeah, that's the colour it will come out. I've got some ideas. Give the body a light rub down, hence why I asked, yeah. So while we're on the subject of giving bodies a rub down, I'm just going to go and make sure my missus is all right. No, it's a joke. Terrible one. I know it's a terrible one. I am going to go and grab what I'm going to rub it down with. Can you tell me whether I'm on the right track or not? Try not to bump the camera too much. I hate bumping the camera. That's what I was going to rub it down with. It's a Scotch-Brite pad. No, it's not. I can tell. No, but fear not, because if anybody's interested in this body, it's Neil. It's withheld that comment, but yeah, I know I'm a knob. I know. This body, by the way, I got this on AliExpress, and I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I'm going to say it was under 20 quid. I think this was 16 quid. If anybody needs the links, I'll I'll try and add them after this in the description. So if anybody's watching this posthumously, there'll be links. But it is a Proline. It's a copy. I'm sure it's a copy because the masks are awful and the quality of the Lexan and stuff's not great. But this is one of the reasons why I thought I'd paint it on the outside. It is a Proline Beetle body. And look, they've even given us all the Proline stickers and stuff. Are these cut out? No, they're not even cut out. No, they're not even cut out. But I'll have the headlight bucket so I can put the VW ones in. I think it's going to look pretty nice. We're going to use a couple of these probably. And I've used all the masks that I'm going to use off of here. What else is there? Oh, there's ones for the headlights. We're not going to worry about that because we're going to either paint or put stickers over. Does it have a rear spoiler? So it was 16 quid. And when it arrived, there wasn't a spoiler. But I think I might cut the rear of this off. I do actually think. So it would have a spoiler. So we got options. I've got a 3D printer there. So I might 3D print a spoiler, or I might just literally come up here and around the grille and then up and just get rid of all this bit on the back. It's unnecessary. Yeah, I don't really need that. HPI does a great bit. Oh, do they? HPI does. I need a little sign that says I've gone for a wee-wee. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to leave the mic here, guys. Otherwise, you're going to listen to an old man doing a wee-wee. Stay there. Right, I'm going to be back in a sec. I do apologise, but nature is calling.
Need a wee.
Yeah, I'll just have a quick move while the stream's going.
Sorry, busted.
Yeah, just by you, isn't it? Right, we're gonna get a visit from the RC mummy in a minute, so aren't we lucky?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, no, I'm down here. Hello.
Oh.
Stay there.
Hi, everybody.
She's just come in to see how we're doing. Bubba, could you pass me that bottle of water over, please? I'll need to make sure I stay hydrated. My blood pressure, me and the doc. Thank you, darling. Me and the doc. Do I want anything?
Yeah, while you're sat here streaming and working.
Yeah, could I have a double bacon and sausage sandwich, lightly toasted?
I don't know where the sausage and bacon.
I know where the sausage is coming from. Cheers, babe.
Sausage?
Neil says, "Well, on, I see, mummy."
Well, go on.
You can do my sausage.
I can do the sausage.
Oh, I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that on your YouTube. Cheers, babe. No, I'm good. I've got water. Wait. Proline body, 16 quid, doesn't come with this. The masks are awful. You will have to trim them, as you might have seen me doing with an X-Acto knife. And brilliant. Yeah, it got to be HP sauce. Tomato ketchup with bacon and HP sauce. Oh, these are my T-Rex 4 ones. I was going to say, there's some other stickers in there. But right, let's get my stickers out of the way. I don't need that. I'm going to leave them out because that's got the headlight stickers on it. So what grit sandpaper should I be using to rub the body down? Not you, Mum. Not you, Mummy. I'll say, Mummy said, what? Rubbing my body down? Later, babe, later. She's vivacious. Is that the word? Now, I'm pretty sure I'd be better off with some wire wool doing this, but I don't have wire wool. So this is 600. Is 600 going to be about right? What are you saying? Bit of 600, bit of P600. Just do this corner because it just needs keying. Now I did a bit of body work when I was doing car stuff, like 1-to-1 size car stuff, and looking at that, I'd say that was all right. What were we saying? What grits you got? I've got six. Well, I've got. I think I've got 400 all the way down to 1200 for me engineering stuff. But looking at this, I'd say 600 is going to be all right. But do you know what? Sandpaper, abrasive papers like this, they don't get into all the nooks and crannies. I should have got some wire wool for this, really. But it's a patina, isn't it? We are painting a patina, so if it comes out a bit rough, what colour? It only needs a key, yeah. Now, would you do this rust, just in case we have a catastrophic paint off anywhere? Would you do this body? Would you do it on the inside? So would you paint it black on the inside or silver, maybe, so that it looks like the metal's coming through? Or what? If anybody out there's got an idea, let me know, because these are the things that I don't know. Like, my paint technique is pretty good because of doing 1-to-1 bodies, and I used to paint my own motorcycles back in the day when I was a motorcyclist. What would you do? I'm sorry if the audio is terrible while I'm doing this stuff. I'm trying to keep the body up off of the. I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to go over and get all of the main bits, and then I'm going to go back and get all the hard to hit parts afterwards. So, what are you up to today? I've been looking after my son this morning, and the RC mummy and myself, we were going to be entertaining tonight, but neither of us were really feeling it, so we've called it off. Sorry guys, I've just got a little bit I wanted to do off camera. So has anybody got any thoughts about colours? I wonder whether that really, really fluorescent colour is going to work. I have got that purple, I might go with that purple. Maybe the purple with the rust underneath will be a little bit nicer combo. I have to say, I've seen quite a few purple vehicles though, and I'm not sure if I'm into it. This Lexan, you probably wouldn't want this body for a comp rig, but if you're building something like this, just like a fun haver, big 2.2 fun haver rig, then this is lovely. This is some robust Lexan. Right, That's got some girth to it. So wire wool's definitely better for this, I think, just for getting into all those little awkward, hard to reach places. What do you guys use? Silver will work inside. Sorry, just reading a comment. Silver will work inside. When I do rust, I use real rust paint and rust activator, then chipping compound. So when you put colour, you can rub away areas you want rust to show through. Right, I'm with you. If you look in CC Discord, I posted my bug build. I'll have a look. Can we do that live? I've got Discord on here, I think. No, that's Pornhub. Where is it? Discord. Here we go. What section is it in, Sam? Is it gonna be in rig photos? No, that's micros. Oh, here we go. No micros. Hot Rod Sam. Bloody hell, Sam. Have you painted this? Right, let's go back to me. Stream. Rig photos, no micros. Did you paint that, Sam? Bloody hell, mate. Nice job. That looks incredible. Anybody that hasn't had a look, go on Crawler Canyon Discord and look in rig photos, and there's a photograph of the Beetle that Sam's done. That looks incredible. I'm so with me motorbikes that I painted back in the day, I'd say I did an absolutely brilliant job. Not properly professional, but most people would think it was. I think a professional would know I did it, maybe, but yeah. Sorry, I'll keep getting out. How can we frame this camera up a little bit better? What's the video quality like, by the way, guys? Is it acceptable? What happens if we put that back there? There we go. We're breaking the fourth wall now. Oh, there we go. Look, I'm in a shot now. Let's get Joker in, because he is definitely valid. Oh, no. Can we throw another rig in here somewhere? Let's get me Yeti in. Me Yeti. It's not obscuring anything in the shot, is it? Nah. Nice job. Right. Where am I looking? Perfect. Looks good. That's my racing livery I've had when I raced 1/8 scale. What did you race? What did you race? 1/8? What type of vehicles? I did 185C buggies a long time ago. And what else did I do? I did 1/10 touring, and I raced minis, like the Tamiya minis. I used to do like the Tamiya Cup in the UK, West London, and I used to race at Farnborough. I raced in Bracknell on a little carpet track indoors, and I was using a little front-wheel drive Tamiya chassis that I modified really heavily, and I was keeping up with the four-wheel drive guys. I mean, there was nobody brilliant at the club. It's not like it was only club racing, but yeah, that thing it was so fast. It was so fast. And tons of grip, as you can imagine, on carpet. We used to use pin tyres. brilliant. But that was a long time ago. I've been RCing since 1985. When I had, I'm going to snip the front of that off. Yeah, when I had my first car, which was a Tamiya Hotshot. And I remember it. You had to build everything. Like you had to do all of the diffs. Like there was separate ball bearings for all of the diffs, and my goodness, you really had to build that thing. And what was I saying? I took it outside after dozens of hours building it, and I hit a concrete bollard that separated two pieces of grass near the car park, near where I lived, and I snapped the wishbone, and then I went back to the shop that sold it to me, and they said, oh, well, we've only just started getting these in. It might be a while before we've got any parts. So then that car, I think I left it at the shop with the guy, and then by the time I got it back, I'd moved on to other things. It was so long getting the stuff, because that was like when those sort of things were only just becoming popular. And there was no shops near me except for this one guy. And I think he was a video shop. Do you remember VHS videos? He was a video shop. And yeah, he just sold some RC cars as well. And that was how I got started. But I think the most fun I've ever had racing was the Tamiya Minis. My first RC was Tamiya Blackfoot, and I bought a Beetle body. Yeah, I think the Beetle body, I know, like in the crawler world, they're kind of done to death a little bit, but it didn't stop me still buying them. I think it probably is my favourite body. I used to race Mardave Pan cars as well, like oval racing cars, and they used to do a Beetle body for that as well, which I ran, among other things. Yeah, good old days. A lot of fun. But the most fun, I think, they were a lot of fun, actually, because it was simple, and it didn't really matter if you had loads of money, because like with some of the club racing, it's the guys that are spending fortunes and running brand new tyres all the time and all that. But with the little like stock car racing and Tamiya Cup, because it was all control, a lot of the stuff was stocked. It was a controlled tyre. Just made it fun. It made it about the racing. So you could be stood next to a guy on the podium that can afford all the best stuff, but he's having to run the same stuff as you. And as a result, quite often those guys didn't join in with that stuff. They just stuck to their sort of really expensive touring gear. I have to say I'm not a fan of Nitro anymore, but that might be because of where I live and stuff. Pirate videos were great. Guy used to come round every week. Yeah, we had that. We had a van go round and he'd honk on his horn, and you'd be able to get all the latest stuff. I mean, it's how things have changed now. Like if you're into that, you just have a stick plugged into your TV or whatever. Do you remember LimeWire? You'd go on for a free movie or a bit of software, and then your computer would all lock up completely where you downloaded a virus or something. Oh, the good old days. I used to pirate a lot of stuff, but there's certain things that I like to pay for now. Like if there's a good movie or something like that, I'm happy to contribute towards it. I started in 1999. Wow, 14 years after me, Sam. Associated 10T3 was go-to for off-road and dirt. Then 8-scale outdoor raced Associated RC10B2, raced indoor car pit with the cool shows. They look mental, and I've watched it and I'm like, nah. My reaction time would just be awful. I'd just be like a dart to one end of the track and then smash. And then let's move that camera up a little bit if we can. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I was chopping my head off. That's better. Right, yeah, like they're like bullets. How the hell do you drive one of them, Sam, without just driving it in the end all the time? And things are like lightning streaks. Right, so I think the plan with this is I'm not going to be spraying because it's getting a bit late now, and I'll be leaving to go and get my little one from nursery in a minute. So I think what I'll do is I'll finish roughing all this up, and then once I've finished roughing all this up, I've got a set of overdrive and underdrive. These were a bargain of the century. Let me just grab them. I needed to add a couple of bits for free shipping on AliExpress, and I ordered a set of 1421 portal gears for the Capraxle, and they're £7, something like that for the pair, for both sides, and they're machined steel. Machined hardened steel, not that sintered crap that you get. Let's see if I can bring them over to the camera. Really, really nice quality. I've had a look. They look really, really nice quality. The meshing's brilliant. The teeth look good. There's no get in the bloody shot, mate. There's no crappy like edges or unfinished bits. Really bloody good. £7. Absolutely chuffed to bits I was when I found them. And when I took this out for a little test, I thought that is something that we're going to need. We're getting there, guys. I think there's a few spots that I need to hit a little bit more, but I think we're going to be good. Right, let's pop you over there for the mo. So that's my next job. I'm going to pull this over here. Where's the wheels off? I've got Team Revolt inserts in these, and they feel like they're going to really do the job. So when I took this out and gave it a test, it was pushing. Oh, spoilers, by the way, for the stream, guys. Do not buy these. I was told that these are... Now, I've been using Mias for a while, and overall, I've had an extremely positive experience while using them. And they haven't been without fault, but they've been really good, and they've been close to perfect. And any problems I've had, they've been really good at sorting it out. But I said to someone, I want to do a budget build. I want to give people an opportunity to, or I want to give people the information they need to build something nice and cheap that works. And I was recommended these RS axles. We're a bit tighter on this. We probably could, couldn't we? Oh, sorry, keep moving. I hope you're not getting like vertigo or something. Whatever, me, just keep moving the camera about. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? There. Right. Yeah, that I was recommended these RS axles. Yeah, I've got nothing good to say about them. When I was putting them together, one of the holes that you're supposed to be able to put a screw through, it hadn't even been machined or blanked off or whatever when they were moulding it. So I had to, and it was right in here, I had to buy a bloody bit to drill it and thread it. What a nightmare. These axles, thoroughly not recommended. At the moment, I don't know of an axle that I would recommend people buy over the Mears. I think it wouldn't be fair to Mears to say that they're the bottom of the recommended list, but how do I say it without saying that? Like, I wouldn't spend less than Mears money so far. I've not come across another axle that I feel gives you. I need a little Jimmy, a little pry bar. What have I got? Let's grab my water over and have a slurp. Sorry guys, 2 secs. Yeah, these axles are not recommended. I wonder if I can do it with my little pick tools. And look, we're trying to take off the hex, and that is properly jammed on there. What the heck? I haven't over tightened these. One thing that I've got good at over time is not over tightening things. Like, am I missing something, guys? I've taken both of the grub screws out of this. Gonna jump out, mate. Thank you so much for jumping in, Neil. I look forward to seeing you again, mate. And whatever you're doing today, I hope you're having a good day. And I hope you have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your week. You know, whenever I say that, I'm like, a week's not a very long time. You're not really wishing them. I'm not a puller. What am I going to do? This should be a non-starter, won't it, if I can't get that off? What am I going to get? Come on, guys, help me out. What am I going to get that off with? I've pulled both of the grub screws out. Have they filled it? Is this one of those where they've filled this with bloody Loctite? That ain't the tool anyway. Let's get that back out of the way. I've got a Spider-Man knife there. Will Spider-Man come and save the day? Oh, come on, Spider-Man, you can do it. Oh, we got some movement. The pin's dropped out. We're getting there. Yeah. Oh, crikey, guys. What is going on? It feels like this has been, like, crushed on. And I've not done anything to it. Yeah, these axles, guys, not recommending these. Like, spoilers, because there's going to be a bloody review on them. But they weren't here for this, were they? So they're going to have to watch the review. Oh, right, there we go. That shouldn't have been that difficult, should it? The machining on this is just dog shit. It really is. Absolute, complete and utter dog shit. Oh well, we've got some really... I almost don't want to put these bloody machine gears in, you know? These are lovely. These little, what are they, 1421 overdrive. This will give us 24% overdrive on the front of the vehicle, which is going to be lovely. Right, let's get these off. I need a faster screwdriver. So when I'm a big YouTuber and I'm earning loads of money, well, that's never going to happen. I'm going to get myself an 18-volt screwdriver because I think this is like 8.4. Let's have a look. 3.6 volt. It's like, I definitely need something a little bit more spicy. So yeah, these gears that we're putting in now. Sorry if I haven't changed the name of the stream over to I'm swapping me portal gears over, but we have been doing the body. We're honest. There it is. Just stick it up the back there. Yeah, we have been working on the body. Is it in the shot? No, it's not even in the shot. How can I put that in the shot? Can I put it over Yeti? Does that work? I'm just waiting for the screen to update so I can see, yeah, there we go. And you can still see the truck. Yeah. Oh, those bearings are shit. It's as dry as a bone in this, so no surprises there. Oh, do you know what? I think the reason that was difficult to get off of there is because it's all gnarly. Oh, mate. Where they've got the hole going through for the pin, it's got all rough edges and shit. Fuck's sake, that is awful. Where's me pedos? Oh, you know. It's me pedo files. There we go. You enjoy the painting part. Sean, where do you live? I'll send it round. All of the preparation and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I was talking about this already, and sorry if you don't like me going on about it, but it is what it is. I've got ADHD and autism, and I find it really stressful because if I can't get it, like if my eye can't see it perfect, that's not good enough. So if I see the slightest little blemish, or if I haven't got it exactly perfect, spot bollock perfect around the what's it? You know why these have gone crap? It's because this is pot metal. Right, well, we got the bearing off, but the gear don't want to come off. Fucking hell. Oh. Right, we're going to have to give that a bit further of a molestering with the pedo file. Right, let's put that back in there. I've got some grease, guys. We're gonna grease these up. So if nothing else, we've greased them, and these are sintered gears that we're taking out, and we are replacing them with machined gears. So I would imagine, I was going to say, I'd imagine that might be more difficult, but it looks like we've taken enough off of there. Right, let's get this other gear out. And like I say, we're going to be putting some grease in here. I use marine grease. How do you feel about that? I know a lot of people that use it, and I know a lot of people that say I'm doing it wrong. And there are better greases like molybdenum or CV joint grease. I know that's what the doc uses. I've put that on the wrong way round. That ain't gonna make life easy, is it? Silly sod. Getting old. That's what it is. Getting too old for this shit. I've just noticed the body's like stealing the stream now, and it's put you there, mate. You're getting a bit involved. Right, that'd be better, wouldn't it? Right, let's put this pin back in. How are we doing at the time? 4:21. I'm gonna have to get off no later than about 5:30, because then I've got to get ready and go and pick up my little one from nursery. Neo, my little mate. He's I don't know if you've seen the little shorts. I've done a few little shorts with Neo over the last few days, just getting out with him and his little FCX. He's called it Benny, this thing. It's probably soaking wet still. Oh, we got a bit of rust. Benny's a bit rusty. I did wash it all off when we got back. As you can see, there's still a bit of mud and crud on there, but he loves this thing. We throw the battery in it, charge it up, and we go out. He must have drove for over an hour the other day with this on full chat everywhere, and just did brilliant. I've got a couple of shorts up on the channel, and we did a little unboxing. FMS sent out for a charge. Say, look, they've sent it out for a charge, and I'm talking nicely about it. This is what you got to watch. That's why we're going to be selling these vehicles, because even with all the best intentions in the world, when someone gives you for something for nothing, you have a feeling that you're obliged to say nice things about it. And I just don't want to be doing that at all. I want to be telling you exactly what I think about something, if I like it, if I don't like it, if I had any problems. Like these axles, don't buy them, they are crap. When I was at the rock crawling thing the other day, when I was at the 2025 Winter Series round 2, doing my first rock crawling thing the other day, I couldn't help noticing that most of the trucks were running Mears axles, and there was some other nice stuff there. There was a couple of Element axles, but it was nearly all Mears axles. There was a lot of the cheat codes there, a lot of people using cheat codes, but I would say a majority were Mears cheat code Capras, and then there was some super shafties there. Those axles are beautiful. And there was some Vanquish F10s and stuff. In fact, there's a guy that started coming to Kent Radio Control, rock crawlers, who's only just started driving RC cars. And he did -8 on the first course. And I was second or third place with a +2, and he did a -8. And there was world class, or at least UK class, leading drivers there, and nobody got near him. Nobody got near him. Incredible. Watch out for that guy. He's definitely going to be one of the guys that you see. Well, you know, if he continues to enjoy it. Brilliant. Oh, at least, and we've got some grease in this one now. I'm just putting a little bit of grease on the pen. We're just stealing a little bit of it from the what's it. All right, now you're gonna slide on. You are good. Oh, we don't want to put that pin on until we've got this on. As you can see, I'm not overdoing the grease. There's a good amount on the gears. I haven't packed that with grease in there like you will see some people do. I like to use a good amount, not too much. And these near workshop. Oh, you're in Nottinghamshire. You're a UK guy. Nice. You're not a million miles from me. I am in Hertfordshire. Have you got any work we could look at, Sean? I admire the people that can do a good bit of paint. That is not me. That is not me. I am not that person. I would almost be happy to say that I don't enjoy the process. I mean, I find it stressful. Like when something's painted, if there's a little bit that went over a line because of my neurodivergence, I get really stressed. I actually get unreasonably angry about it. I'm I don't know whether it's like an OCD thing. Definitely not tightening these up too much, taking the clutch right down to 4, because these axles are bloody awful. I'm not really selling this, Rick, am I? The idea is to fund these review parts that are in this vehicle, is that somebody buys it and then I'll put the money into reviewing new stuff. I'm with you on this one, like be spot on, but I've done a Beetle body and made it. Nice. It's really strongly considered that on this, and it's not out of the question yet. So I'm thinking to do like a patina on this, painting rust on the inside, and then doing a patina on it, and then spraying it in this bright neon yellow, and then maybe cartoon style, but then it'll have all that underneath as it gets scratched off, which would be something I've definitely not seen anybody do. I'm sure someone's done it, but yeah, so that's a possibility for this one. Right, let's just make sure. What's the easiest way to do this? I'm just going to boot it up on the stand and spin it. Just going to make, because these axles are so crap, although I'm sure these gears, these machine gears that I'm replacing for the overdrive, I'm not positive that this is going to spin up properly without problems. By the way, it will be coming up in the review once this is finished, but going to a belt drive on Cat Pro axles on this dig gearbox is like a cheat code. I have to thank Erwin from T Revolt, because these where I saw it. Listen to how quiet that is, Goss. I'm not sure if the mic is, but like most of that noise is motor. Like there's no pinion noise, obviously, because there's no pinion. But yeah, definitely, that's fully recommended. Although it might not be the most concentric thing in the world in its standard configuration. I've played with it for quite a while to get it as concentric as I could, and even then it wasn't perfect. But I don't know if I was asking so much of a thing that cost like £6.50. Here we go. Oh no. I wonder if there's an easier wash. Well, I wish I could do pop out chat on my phone. Is that better? No, that ain't any better. I use cans to paint mine. The buggy's painted on the inside. Right. Pen from Amazon. Draw the line on the outside of the body. Yeah, absolutely. Paint silver on the inside, then rust on the outside, then the colour of choice. It's funny you should say that, because that's what I was saying earlier to Osborne, who's left. Osborne has left the chat, yeah. I was saying that to him, I think that's what I'm going to do, is silver on the inside But that's a bloody purchase. I'm going to have to buy some silver paint. But once you've got it, you got it, haven't you? And the worst thing about this body, of course, is it's bloody huge. Right, that'll bed in once that grease. There we go. That's the name of that stuff. It's called grease. Once the grease has worked its way around. Sure, I'm getting Alzheimer's. No, losing me marbles. I'm only 55. Paint silver on the inside, and I thought, yeah. Sorry, I just realised I'd read that. Yeah, I've got some pens. So I've got acrylic pens, which I do. Who can I grab? I've actually wiped them off of Spidey now. Is he in shot? I have to wait for the stream to catch up on my phone because I can't see the PC. Nope. Right, that'd be better though, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I use paint pens for little details. All worn off now, but I usually do like the little the pressure cap on the front and any vents and door handles. But they're over the back of the desk there. I can't grab them, but I do love me paint pens, especially like the silver and the stuff. I think you can really get some good detail out of those. Right, now is this one going to be as mullered? After the other side, I'm not holding out much hope. So whoever buys this, I'm going to recommend the first thing you do is switch out the axles. Sorry, but the axles are rubbish. And I would, everything else on here, I think I'd be okay with. Just use, this one ain't so bad, guys. This one's not been scarred up as badly. Oh, spoke too soon. She stopped moving. Oh, come on, you bugger. There we go. Caught the pin as well. Oh, some portal out to smell it. I've been spotted. So, hello, Spudder. Do you know what, Sean? They're really good if you get the right ones. But I was looking for the cheapest axles I could recommend because I realise from experience that there's people out there that really need the hobby. You know, like they're a bit miserable, a bit depressed, and, you know, need an activity where they can get out with some like-minded people or on their own and do a bit of rock crawling. They see it on the internet, on their phone or whatever, and they think, oh, I'd love to be able to do that. Just go and get out in nature and have a bit of a crawl. And it has been significant for my mental health. So I don't really want to, like quite often people have got bad mental health. Haven't got any money either. Not saying that rich people don't get depressed, because they do. But I just thought it'd be really nice if I could find that. I'm going to be working on this, guys, over time. I'm going to be working on the cheapest build I can put together that's good, like that really, really is fun to drive and reliable and all those things. All right, there we go. We caught the other pin. That's good. So, God, these things are tight. God. Christ. Well, when they've made these, Spudder, they've left the holes rough. My goodness, you've got to file the crap off of the edges. How they got this together, I don't even know. So I want to be able to find a whole rig as cheap as possible that is usable. And that's what I want to be able to recommend. I'll tell you what, these aren't going to take much to break, I don't think. This metal just feels so soft. Crap. So these are the RS Online axles, by the way, on AliExpress. I should have had a link to them so that I can recommend people avoid them. Oh, cramp. I've got cramp in my finger. Because I would. Are you putting double CB? Question, and I know you'll know, Spud. Do they do double cardon for these centre pumpkin discs? Oh, it took me a while to think what I was trying to say there. Your brain's definitely not firing on all of its neurons today. Yeah, did I do them for centre pumpkin? If so, I'm not going to be putting them on this, but it's good to know. Right, that's nice now. Right, here we go. What we're doing here, Spudder, because you've only just got here, is we're replacing the stock sintered gears that come in. The gears actually look all right. For sintered gears, these look like a reasonable quality, but the end shaft of these axles is awful. What was I going to say? What we're doing is we're replacing them with 24% Portal overdrive because this rig was pushing so badly. Yeah, I was like, right, I'm just going to go on the internet and find some. What's this? You have to buy 2 kits and cut them down. And then you have to, yeah. Nobody's doing them yet. So I'm not going to piss around with that until they're available. That's what I'm going to do. I'm that guy. So, like, people have been doing 3D printing for years, and everybody's been like, "You're going to get a 3D print?" And I'm like, yeah, I'll get one. Just not yet. Give it a little while. I'm just going to wait a bit. And that's what I've done. I've waited and waited and waited, and now I've got one. Because I didn't want to be an early adopter. I didn't want to be one of the people that has to know how to program, or I did all that with drones. Like back in the day, used to like build drones before they were like, you could get them off the shelf and just bolt it together. I was there when you had to like install gyros and all that stuff a long time ago. I haven't dabbled with that stuff for years, but yeah, it was too much. It was just I know I've got the point in my life. Like, I've got my 3-year-old. He's my main point of focus. I love my hobby, but I just don't want anything complicated. So I've got lazy, I suppose. Efficient is what I call it. If you have to buy 2 kits, right, I've got some Mere Straights and a Stealth X. Oh, I've got both of those and a 1200 Fusion and my version of a Fox Bully chassis working on a new project. That sounds really nice, Sam. So behind me in a box, can I get it? No. But I suppose I could grab that. So there's the Mere Straights. I've got the Mere Straight Capras with the Isokinetics. And in the box that's sat on, there is a Fusion Pro Elite, Team Revolt Mantis chassis, and a variety. There's a selection again. I'm not exactly sure which route I'm going yet, but there's loads of other bits and bobs in there that could potentially get used. I've got a Stealth X. I've also got another Amazon Dig Box. I've got another do you know what, right? It is the thing that I do recommend. And there's better gearboxes, but I've got one in 3 rigs now, the Mears LCG gearbox. I don't know if I can show you one easily. Yeah, there's one in there, but I can't really show you it. So I've got the Mears LCG in there. Oh, pardon, mate. Yeah, there it is in there. Can you see it up here? And it's been bulletproof, strong, reliable, delivers overdrive 18%. It's quiet, and I have bound it up, and I've been pretty mean to it. No problems. That's my kind of gearbox. I don't want things breaking on me. Like if I go all the way to Kent on the 21st for this rock crawling event, I don't want to get down there, be there 20 minutes. Like it's a 2-hour drive. I don't want to be there 20 minutes or 10 minutes and then turn around and have to come home because I broke a gearbox or something. So I want those things to be pretty solid, and I thoroughly recommend that. Like the stuff that I want to recommend is the stuff that I'm using. You know, like I don't want something that's going to piss me about, and therefore that's why I don't want to take products from manufacturers, because I just want to be able to go, yeah, no, don't use these guys. I've tried them and they were rubbish, or I've got these and actually, yeah, they've been all right. I'll use them. I've got 2 of them in my rigs, like that AK-70 Servo. I don't know anybody that's crapped one out, or actually, hey, it's not the fastest servo in the world, which is weird because the cheap version of the AK-70, whatever this one's called in here, the Yippin 70 kg, the one that they've got on cheap at the moment, it's like $20 cheaper than the other version. It's just not as good. Not as good. 7.4 instead of 8.4. It is faster, but it's just not as strong. The amount of times I've driven with it in different vehicles, I've tested this in a few different vehicles, and it just does not provide enough power. It just doesn't, and it feels cheap. Got to run. All right, thanks for dropping in, Spudder. Much appreciated, bud. So, have you decided on a body for that, Sam? Have you decided what body you're going to put on it? So there we go. Let's just run that up and see if we can see the 24% working. Can I drop the body on? No, I can't because of the mask. That's a shame. This is what it's going to... It's not even in the shot, mate. Not even in the shot. So it's going to sit a bit lower because I can't put the things. So that's what it's going to look like, obviously, with the compression. Once the wheels are compressed up, there we go. It sits about like that. I think you'll agree that looks pretty sexy. It's a shame we had to take so much out of here, but because I'm slinging these massive, great big 2.2 Deepwoods or Louis Champs, whatever you want to call them, yeah, we had to chop a lot of the body out of the back. Right. Anybody using these RC or the Mears radios? They are proper cheap and nasty, but I really like them. I think the best way to go is by the Hot RC one, because all Mears has done is rebrand it and double the cost. They've made it more. So we got Dig in here, which works, as you can see, and it works really nice. But can we see that? Can you see it? Maybe I'll have to stick a bit of tape on it or something. But there we go. Oh yeah, you can see it's only 24%, but you can really see that. I'm assuming you can see it anyway. Let's stick a bit of tape on it, shall we? Let's whack a bit of tape on it, he says. Where's my... No, we're going to have to put... We're going to have to do it. How are we going to do that? I must have something I can stick on here, right? There's so much stuff on my desk now. Right, Yeti, you're just getting in the way. What's that? Something just fell off Yeti. It was something from the table, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I'll tell you how we do it. We look at the Louise sign. That's one good thing about these wheels and tyres, I guess. So the Louise is at the top on the back there. Can we get them round and get them level? Oh, here we go, look. Perfect. Right, so Louise is at the top. We'll go one full revolution with the rear, because the rear should be 1-to-1. So let's go one full revolution with the rear. There you go. 24%, which is a quarter, and as you can see, it's about a quarter. So that's what we got, 24%. I'd like to be around 30, but I did like the way it drove. It was just pushing a little bit. So I feel like putting the 24% in the front is going to get us roughly where we want to go. And if I want to put an overdrive in the back, that's pretty easy to do. I'll just whip the diff out and put an underdrive diff gear ring and pinion in the rear. I'm pleased with that. So I said I was going to go till 5 o'clock, and it's 13 minutes to. I think we're good there. What do you think, guys? Are you looking forward to seeing the Blitzer Beetle go out and do the testing on the bits that's in it? I'm going to get the body painted up. You won't see that. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'm just going to get it done. I'm probably going to get some wire walls so I can get into these little bits. If you've got any tips on getting into these bits without wire wall or something, please let me know down there. I am going to get this done over the next 24 hours because I'm going to be out with that this Wednesday, and the video should go live. The video should go live Thursday-ish. Thank you very much. If you're one of the people that's dropped into the stream, thank you. I really appreciate you. And I'd be doing this anyway and having people to chat to in the stream about the things that we're doing is really, really nice. And I am very, very grateful to you. There you are. To you for that. That's it. Remember, guys, no matter the question, love is always the answer. Bye for now. I forgot to come over and turn the PC off. There we go. Bye.